Le match, puis encore ce matin, Martin nous parlait du match de jeudi soir à Boston, en disant qu'il y avait des choses que vous n'avez pas faites. On dirait que ce soir, envoyer la rondelle profondément, travailler dans nos zones, forcer des jeux en zone offensive, ça vous a payé ce soir.
Oh, c'est sûr. Je pense que notre focus, c'était de rendre leur vie un peu plus difficile qu'on l'a fait contre Boston. Puis je pense qu'on a fait un bon job de ça comparé à jeudi.
C'est vous tanné de perdre contre les Sénateurs? Ça fait 9 défaites de suite.
Oui, quand même. Ça fait du bien.
Quand tu regardes le match en ensemble, qu'est-ce qui a fait, selon toi, aussi la différence? Samuel a fait des gros arrêts. Puis, est-ce que tu penses que ça aussi, ça va être important?
Non, c'est sûr que Sammy était tellement bon, mais tu l'as dit en commençant aussi, je pense qu'on a mis des rondelles au fond dans leur zone, puis on n'a pas eu beaucoup de turnover, puis ces affaires-là, comparé à jeudi, c'est beaucoup plus meilleur que l'on a fait.
Hutson a connu un bon match. Qu'est-ce qui t'impressionne le plus dans la façon dont il était capable de s'adapter si vite, on dirait, à la Ligue nationale?
Oui, je pense que la façon qu'il connaît l'espace sur le jeu, il est vraiment impressionnant. Il semble qu'il a toujours l'habilité de prendre la rondelle puis trouver juste un moment où ils ne sont pas sûrs qui il a, puis ces affaires-là. Puis là, peut-être 2 personnes vont sur lui, puis il a les skills pour faire la passe à la personne qui est ouverte sur notre équipe. Donc, c'est sûr que c'est vraiment impressionnant après 5 matchs, je pense.
Est-ce que tu plaisir?
Didn't get too out of hand out there. We just stick to it still, but with a little bit more confidence. So yeah.
You must have always dreamed of that moment, scoring your first goal in the NHL, and then to.
Yeah.
Is it different? Is it,
I don't think it's different. It's just like it's hard to take in that it's real now. So that was. Yeah, it's a good feeling, unreal.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Was there ever a point where you lost, not lost hope, but just wondering how much it was going to take, just because we see so many of these guys coming in at 18, at 19 years old, and and some players have a different paths, obviously, to getting there.
No, actually not. For now, it's mostly been trying to play good out there. Earn my spot every day, so it's. I was really eager to get going today, so just good feeling. Yeah.
Feels like
Stay on top of your body, good nutrition and sleep and stuff like that. But I think the transition for him has been pretty easy so far.
What part of his game impresses you or maybe surprises you the most? What he's able to do at this level?
I mean, honestly, it's crazy how you can just expect it at this point, but just the way he's able to be poised in certain situations with, guys on him, multiple guys on him. It just always looks like he's in control of what he's doing, and he knows what he's going to do with the puck. So pretty special, and really lucky to have a guy like that.
Well, you've got the hot stick right now, and it could have been 3 if you weren't interfered by 2 players there. But can you just talk about the confidence this team seems to have right now, and maybe just the whole collective effort against the Ottawa team that's had your number last while?
It feels pretty good right now, but it's only 3 games. We played some pretty tough teams, but it's still early and still got a long ways to go. But it feels pretty good to get off to a good start.
Towards the end of the game, you tried to went back to the bench and they turned around. The guy told you to stay on the ice, or nobody was ready to go?
I honestly don't know. I felt like I was out there for a while, just trying to get a change in there.
On a personal note, can it be really good for your confidence to start the season with 4 goals already in 3 games?
Just trying to help the team win, do what I can, It feels good to get the bounces. They're not going to happen all year, so just as much as you can be consistent with it and stay on top of your game, it's the most I can do.
What kind of damage?
La réaction quand vous avez vu l'horaire sortir pour la première fois, 3 rivaux de division en 4 soirs pour commencer la saison, c'était quoi la réaction? Est-ce que c'est le genre de défi qu'on veut pour commencer?
Oui, c'est sûr, si tu as besoin de quelque chose pour te mettre dedans, c'est sûr, c'est la semaine dernière. C'est 3 bonnes équipes offensives, puis avec du voyagement comme hier. On a une drôle d'horaire cette année, quand j'ai regardé toute l'année. Mais non, c'est le fun de pouvoir. On joue déjà encore lundi dans un 4 en 6 de temps par temps, puis c'est fun de se mettre dans le rythme, puis après ça, on va avoir 2-3 jours pour se reposer après.
Sam, you guys have scored, first of all, in 3 straight games. How big is the lead for you?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, even this game, it was a bit like my first start. Got a power play goal midway in the first period, and then I thought we played a great game after that. Didn't get many shots in the first, but in the second, I think PK was unbelievable tonight. Blocked a lot of shots, and even 6 on 5, we didn't give them much at the end, and the guys did a great job.
What's working for you the best right now?
Actually, from going from the NCAA to the NHL?
Yeah, I think just my timing and the speed of the game, just knowing what to expect, is one thing right off the start that I need to learn pretty quickly. And then, obviously, we have some great players here, so learning how to work with them and learning what works with them and what doesn't. So it's something that I'm still working on as well.
I guess the goal for you was to stay the same player by doing the jump from the NCAA to the NHL. After 5 games, you seem to be the same player. Is it sort of a relief to see that you can do the same thing that you were doing in the NCAA?
Yeah, I mean, my game's going to evolve and it's going to keep changing to, whatever I need it to be. But yeah, it's definitely nice that, some things are working and, I'm learning what doesn't work as well.
How reassuring for you is it to be producing as you are 5 points in your first 5 NHL games?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too worried about it. It's more about playing the right way and, generating chances when I can. And, it's nice for stuff to go in, but at the end of the day, we're just happy to get wins here.
Just before you set up New York for that third goal, you had a little encounter with Brady Tkachuk. Doesn't seem, is he really strong? Because you didn't really move or anything when he pushed you.
Yeah, no, he is really strong, but I was lucky enough to get away from him, and Gould's made a good play back up to me to shift, their coverage, and knew Hook was wide open, so it was a good play all around.
How familiar are you with Brady?
Yeah, I remember when I was at NTDP, he was waiting for a contract, so he was skating with us, so it was fun competing with him in practice. It was pretty funny because we were all 16, 17, but he is a great compete level, and it was fun having him there.
You're able to control the puck a lot in the O-zone. Were you expecting to be able to do that so quickly in the NHL?
You never really know what to expect, but being here for a couple of games now, now I have a better idea of what will work and what doesn't work, and like I said, I'm still learning so much, so we'll see where it goes.
You ever get nervous out there?
I mean, you try not to.
le feeling que tu as retrouvé ton équipe aujourd'hui?
Je sais pas si j'ai retrouvé mon équipe. C'est quand même assez de bonheur dans la saison, mais on a joué à nos standards ce soir. C'était vraiment une game complète, nous autres.
Est-ce que justement le fait que vous avez été capable de passer plus de temps en zone offensive, d'envoyer des rondelles dans le fond?
On a joué une game plus profonde ce soir. Puis même, j'ai aimé notre première période. On a mis beaucoup de pucks profondes. Puis, comment on met les pucks profondes pour que ce soit calculé aussi? Où c'est tes mets? Tu essaies que le gardien ne soit pas capable de la jouer. Mais comme entraîneur, il ne faut pas que tu sois trop critiqueux là-dessus. Parce qu'on n'a pas exécuté des bons dumpings, qu'est-ce que tu veux dire? Mais au moins, on l'a mis là-bas. Fait quand tu la mets là-bas, quand tu n'as rien à ligne bleue et tout, mais là, il faut que l'équipe vienne 200 pieds tout le temps. Puis ça, c'est plus difficile à jouer contre.
Salut Martin. Tu dis souvent qu'il faut être connecté, puis devant le filet, tu as un gardien qui semble vraiment être connecté en ce moment. Comment tu trouves Montembeault dans son esprit, son état d'esprit depuis le début de la saison?
Il a l'air gros dans le net, là. Il a l'air très compose. En contrôle, tu sais, comme... Puis moi, comme l'année passée, il y a une belle progression. Je suis pas surpris. Puis je pense qu'on continue à améliorer notre jeu en avant de lui pour l'aider.
C'est important pour un marqueur d'avoir confiance puis de voir Cole être capable de toucher la cible aussi rapidement en début de saison. J'ai l'impression que ça pourrait le propulser pour la
Oui,
saison.
mais je pense que c'est sûr, c'est une grosse partie de sa game. Mais il y a d'autres responsabilités sur la glace que juste marquer des buts. Puis il prend ces responsabilités-là au sérieux. Puis on sait qu'il est capable de marquer des buts.
Juste que troisième match seulement là, pour les Hutson cette saison, mais on a comme l'impression que déjà il fait partie du game plan de l'équipe adverse tellement qu'il est capable d'être un magicien un peu sur la patinoire. Est-ce que tu remarques ça un peu aussi?
Ouais, je pense qu'il est fatigant pour les autres équipes. Ouais. Puis c'est un bon atout à avoir. Mais tu sais, comme il a un talent très offensif, puis c'est pas un gros défenseur, puis tu penses que défensivement, mais il va être capable, mais il est capable de jouer une bonne game défensive. Il utilise son patin beaucoup, puis son intelligence. Il a un bon hockey aussi, il est fatigant.
Salut Martin. Au sujet de Kapanen et Heineman, je suis juste curieux de savoir comment tu trouves que ça change le look de ton bottom six d'avoir ces deux gars-là comme option quand tu composes ton line-up.
Mais t'amènes des jeunes joueurs, t'amènes l'enthousiasme, t'amènes de l'énergie, de l'excitement. C'est deux différents joueurs, mais ils amènent quelque chose. Ils amènent quelque chose à l'équipe, puis ils ont bien joué à soir.
Pas vraiment l'impression d'être des recrues. Les deux ont quand même du millage un peu chez les pros. Penses-tu qu'il y a
Mais je pense que comme Emil, là, ça fait 1 an qu'il est en Amérique du Nord. Que sa game a maturé un petit peu. Je suis content, il a marqué son premier but ce soir. Puis Capi, mais c'est un joueur très intelligent. C'est deux différents joueurs, mais il amène quelque chose à l'équipe maintenant. T'sais.
Salut Martin. Pendant le camp, tu nous disais qu'une des grandes forces de Hutson, c'était sa constance. C'est assez rare pour une recrue qu'un coach utilise le mot constance. Il y a 5 matchs de jouer, puis on dirait qu'à chacun des matchs, il y a la rondelle sur sa palette tout le temps. Qu'est-ce qui fait en sorte que ça devient quasiment un aimant pour lui, la rondelle?
Un, c'est son intelligence, c'est ses atouts. Il est très quick, mais rapide. Oui, il est explosif. Il est capable d'aller est-ouest très, très, très vite. Puis il comprend les petites poches d'espace. Puis le stick handling pour gérer ces espaces-là, la déception. Il y a des belles qualités qui drive la possession de rondelles, puis l'extension de... Il y a beaucoup de jeux qui peuvent se faire sur la glace. Avec tout son bagage d'atouts, mais il permet, lui, de pas juste faire un jeu. Il permet de trouver le meilleur jeu. Puis les bons joueurs, ils font ça beaucoup, sont capables de trouver les meilleurs jeux. Pas juste un jeu. Fait que, puis faut que tu laisses le jeu évoluer un petit peu. Puis il est capable de laisser le jeu évoluer un petit peu à cause de ses atouts. Puis je pense que plus ses coéquipiers vont avoir des répétitions avec lui, ils vont se placer à certaines places. Ça va venir plus fluide.
Salut Martin, je vais te parler d'Hutson aussi. Je ne sais pas s'il m'en reste à dire sur lui, mais tu as énuméré toutes ses qualités, puis ce qui fait qu'il est si impressionnant jusqu'à présent. Mais souvent, quand tu arrives dans la Ligue, les jeunes qui arrivent dans la Ligue, des fois ça prend du temps avant qu'ils soient capables de montrer leur qualité, peut-être un peu par gêne, je ne sais pas, nervosité, manque de confiance. Qu'est-ce qui fait que lui est capable de jouer la même game en partant dans la NHL qu'il jouait dans la NCAA avant au championnat du monde?
C'est tous ses atouts. 2, il n'a pas peur. Un petit joueur, il est assez brave. Puis il a assez d'habilité pour gérer des mises en échec. C'est sûr qu'il va se faire pogner de temps en temps, mais c'est rare qu'il se fait pogner complètement. Il est capable d'éviter ou... puis je pense que son cheminement, il a joué du gros hockey, là. Il a joué programme américain, il a joué World Junior. Il est allé au championnat du monde aussi? Bon, OK, championnat du monde senior. Il a joué dans le Bean Pot. Il a joué, comme... Il est pas... Son cheminement, il fait qu'il est pas comme impressionné. Il met pas la Ligue nationale. Comme il vient et il fait ses affaires, comparé à peut-être d'autres jeunes joueurs, qui... c'est pas tout le monde qui se voit là tout de suite. T'sais. Lui, je pense qu'il. Son mindset, il se voit là. T'sais. Fait que je pense qu'il a accéléré sa. Pas sa transition, mais son impact qu'il peut avoir dans une game.
My first question for you, Martin. Slavkovsky left a little bit there in the second period. Did you talk with him about that?
No, I didn't talk to him about that, but my trainer said he was fine.
And more on Lane Hutson. I kind of want to lean into the fake skill that he does often along the blue line, the confidence to do that. How would you just rate his level of deception?
That's very high. Very, very high. He's got... Yeah, it's very high. I'll just leave it at that.
Also about Lane, but...
No, we have 19 other players tonight.
The players, the regulars in this group, when they first saw him come here, you could see their eyes kind of light up about the possibility of him joining this team and making a difference. Do you have an example from your past of having that feeling? And just can you describe what that feeling is when you know that a kid is coming in that can have that impact right away?
Well, for me, at 33 years old, you're talking about my own experience? So for me, at 33, I saw an 18-year-old Stamkos coming in, and it didn't happen right away for him, just the way they were playing him, or felt like he was kind of on a program, so to speak. But then I remember that, I think around the 20th game of the season, he scored 3 in one game, and then all of a sudden it was just like, wow. And you just knew right away, like, my God, this guy's going to score a lot of goals in this league. And he was 18 years old.
What feeling does that give the whole?
Well, we're all like excited that we have this weapon now, and back then, But I think that the consistency of Lane, I think, excites the guys, and I think the fact that they see that he can defend and he's not just a power play specialist. He drives possession on 5-on-5. And he plays with really good intentions on the ice. It's not just about Lane.
Marty, another question about Lane, but also Cole. All the two of them. When you see what these two guys are doing right now, as two guys that were doubted because of their size, you know, Lane dropping in the draft to the second round, and Cole would have been drafted higher if he was bigger. Do you take extra pride or satisfaction in the fact you were once in that situation too, where people doubted you because of your size, while you had all the skill?
What's the question?
Do you take extra pride or joy watching what those two guys are doing as smaller players who were doubted by some people because of their size, the same way that you were?
Yeah, I don't know if they were doubted. I don't think that. I mean, Cole went in the first round. I don't think he was doubted. I think he was 15th. I wouldn't say that's doubted. Lane was second round, and I bet you there's a lot of teams right now that they wish they picked him in the first round. But I don't know if people doubted him. I mean, I understand with Lane being a small defenseman and probably not seeing him defend as much maybe because of probably had the puck a lot in most games and played on the power play. So that probably was a question mark for a lot of people. But I wouldn't say these guys were doubted.
Is it cool for you though to see smaller guys?
Yeah, I'm proud of seeing, you know, the smaller players in the league. You know, I feel like there's a player that helped that for me. I feel I was part of that too, and the league kind of transitioned. You know, they just took whoever could play, and not just you had to be a certain, you know, certain height to get on the ride. You know, so you know, these guys are doing it no matter what size, and it's fun to watch.
I don't know if you remember this play. There was one point in the game where Kapanen got the puck in your end, got through the neutral zone, made a move around a guy, put it into the offensive zone, took a shot. When you have these young guys, are there certain cues you're looking for to realize that, all right, this guy's hit another level of comfort here.
Yeah.
I can rely on him a little bit more because he's not overwhelmed by what's going on.
No, the overwhelm to me is there's no panic of you know, I'm in the NHL and on a Saturday night on the ice with all these players that I've been watching for a few years. There's no panic in Kapanen's game. I just think he just plays the game, and it shows. He's got a lot of maturity in his game because of that. He's just playing the game. He's not to say that he's not impressed with where he's at, but he's not rattled in any kind of situation. He just plays.
I guess, you know, his first game, he was a little bit more timid, let's say, at times. Like it seemed like...
In Boston?
Yeah. He was
I disagree.
You disagree?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought he played great.
I'm not saying he played badly. I'm just saying
I
that
don't think he was
to...
timid. I mean, for me, for a young guy, I don't think he was timid at all. Yeah, I don't think he was timid.
Thought on Caden Cooley.
Yeah.
Quick camp, appendix surgery, hasn't really missed a beat.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've never had that, so I don't know what that feels like. But when we first got the diagnosis, obviously we're like, how long? And it was much faster than I thought it was going to be. And he's such a big part of our team. He logs some big minutes. He plays very important minutes because he's on the ice against the top guys a lot, and he's a big help on the kill. You know, he's. You know, I'm glad that you asked about him, obviously, because we're talking about the guys that, you know, show some offensive flash, but you know, you don't win consistently in this league without defensemen like Goulds. Okay, merci beaucoup.